Go. This past week, there was a viral video going around Facebook, Instagram, and X, supposedly from the Pew Research group, stating that the fastest growing demographic is young men with no kids and marriage plans. I wanted to know more about the topic, so I went to Pew Research group just to see if I could find a topic on it, but I couldn't find anything, bro. So it ended up being that these were all just like people taking data that was already existing and just exaggerating it all. But I did go to Pew Research group and I found some interesting statistics. 63% of men who participated in the survey reported from the Pew Research group stated that they were single, well, versus 34% of women who said that they were single. There was no clear upward data as far as marriage plans were concerned, and 69% of all sexes that participated in the survey from Pew Research Group wanted to be married. So, kind of a little contradiction between that post that was going viral.
Okay.
But, there is childlessness that is rising due to delayed milestones, especially young people, who are getting careers earlier and just, getting married later in life and having children later. So, I think this correlates with, all the charts and stuff you see on X, from Elon Musk and Republicans saying that like our, fertility rates definitely going down, but we're seeing decreasing trend in childbirth. I think there's the replacement level is like at a 2% based off the research, and we're like right under 2%. I could be wrong about that.
Yeah. I heard that it's like if it's 1.9 or less, like it's impossible to keep up.
Yeah, so we're not having kids, bro, and basically, I think Elon Musk and Republicans have been sounding the alarm on this for a little while now, and Democrats are just kind of stuck in immigration and just trying to get the replacement through those means. But I mean, the question is, do we have an issue with, young adults, not having kids, especially young men? Like, do we really have an issue with that? Like, no. Is it men that's the problem?
I don't know if it's men or women. I think we're definitely moving to a point where a lot of people are having kids later in life, or like getting married later in life. Like all of us, I think we were like all that married by 30, turning more to like married by 40, married by 45, and so forth. But yeah, man, it's kind of crazy because I'm single. I didn't think I was gonna be unmarried by 32.
Well, you got like 7 kids though.
What kids? Bro, no trifling.
I'm just saying, like, you busting all up in these women. Like,
what are you talking about? Yo, you're going insane, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You see, I'm married. I got 2 kids.
You got 2 kids.
I got no worries in the world. You should be worried, bro.
Nah, I got no worries, bro.
But I was actually speaking to my wife about this, and, if you flip the data around, I think it was like 36% of men are in a relationship versus 66% of women stating that they're in a relationship. And so she was saying that men are not really reporting the truth.
Not reporting the truth?
Well, like they're in like relationships, but they don't think it's serious, and so they're not reporting it.
Okay.
But you see, the way I interpreted it was, that's not the case. I thought it was that there's a lot of women, and they're all dating the same guy. I mean,
that's crazy.
It was all like
so 66% of women are dating 33% of the guys, like you're trying to say?
Yeah, something like that.
That sounds wild.
So I mean, when you look at like all the polyamorous relationships now, and like you got your faithful Mormons who they have multiple wives. So it's like it's not I think Muslims too. Like Muslims can have multiple wives, and we have like a small population growing, albeit, but all those.
I've heard it. I've just never seen it.
Yeah, so we have, speaking about demographics, we got a lot of growing demographics where it's okay to have multiple wives versus the traditional conservative American values, American Christian values of, having a family, being with one woman, having multiple kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think that's how I interpret it, and I think that is the truth. Versus guys who just I think everything people answered it pretty truthfully. I mean, it's not a question that you would want to lie about.
Yeah.
And I don't think guys really today are really worried about, like, they know if they're in a relationship. I don't think women are so lost in their minds to say, oh yeah, I'm in a serious relationship with this guy.
Yeah.
I think they're pretty self-aware if they're in a serious relationship or not.
I mean, yeah. I would assume so.
You would assume so, but I don't think. I think we do have an issue as far as childlessness is concerned. But as far as like the growing men with no marriage plans that are single, I think that is a growing demographic.
I think honestly that is a growing demographic, but I feel like it's on both ends because I feel like women are also getting married later in life, having kids later in life, and I don't think it's just a men are just getting married later in life and having kids later in life. I feel like it's like as a whole, our generation's kind of having kids later on in life, if they're having kids at all, or getting married later on in life. Because I know a lot of people who are like struggling to find their partner and their time is ticking. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff, but it happens.
It sure does. It sure does. But I think our next topic it kind of puts this whole conversation on its head, I think.
Okay.
And I don't know if you heard about it, but yeah, we'll get into it.